Hi friends, it's Becky, and I am so excited because I just opened up and got out all of the beads for my Adornable Elements Beads of the Month subscriptions. I subscribe to 2 of their Beads of the Month clubs. One is the Seed Bead Beads of the Month club, where you get 8 selections of seed beads. They're 11 seed beads, and you get about 12.5 grams of those in these little tubes. This is the single subscription. You can get twice that amount if you sign up for the double subscription. The other one that I sign up for and get every month is the 2-hole beads, Beads of the Month subscription. And I also, in addition to that, and this is 8 selections of different 2-hole beads. In addition to that, I also get the rotating Beads of the Month club. And what that means is that they rotate through all of the different Beads of the Month clubs that they have, because they have seed beads, they have delicas, that's another club. They've got gemstones of the month. They've got fire polish beads of the month. They've got hot and trendy beads, which might give you some 3-hole beads. Just some really cool, interesting bead shapes. That's a really fun club. But when the rotation lands on one of the Beads of the Month clubs that I'm already subscribed to, that means I get double. So I am super excited that this month I get double the 2-hole beads of the month. So I've got like all of these plus all of these in here. So we'll go through all of these, get them up close so you can see what they've got. This is the theme for the 11 seed beads with spiced apple pie. These are totally seasonally appropriate. And the 2-hole beads is themed trick or treat. In addition to these subscriptions, there's an add-on subscription that I get, which is the Findings Companion Pack. And we'll open that in a minute. Usually we've got some regular findings that you might be used to, but sometimes there's some really interesting new findings in the Findings pack that I really like going through. So I have double the 2-hole beads for these Beads of the Month. They are so colorful and so much fun. I am really excited to use them. Again, I'm really happy that I got double for this one. I also had one of my friends here on my channel asked if I could do more videos with 2-hole beads. So this is a great time for me to do that. They can be really fun to play around with and work with. They can also be a little bit challenging. So we'll get into those when we do some of our tutorials. But let's go through our spiced apple pie subscription real quick. I'm going to pick up my little tray and bring these up closer so you can get a better look at the colors as we go through. The first one is Silver Lined Dark Gold. The second one is Silver Lined Root Beer, and you know what? I am so glad that they're calling this root beer, because that's exactly what I said in my head when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's a root beer flavored one. Usually when I see these brown beads that are this color, that's what happens in my head. I'm like, oh, that's root beer, or that one's cream soda. So I'm very pleased that the name matches. This next one right here is the still semi-frosted transparent ruby. So it's not silver lined, it's transparent, and it's semi-frosted. Right next to it is our unfrosted one. This is just transparent ruby. So they are the same color, but one of them is a little more frosted than the other. This one's a really fun color. This is transparent light red with an AB finish. And this one is topaz gold luster. So this light brown. This I think is our cream soda one. Topaz gold. And then we've got a Duracoat one. This is Duracoat Galvanized Matte Champagne. And Duracoat is just every seed bead, when you wear it for a while, like any coatings or finishes that it's got, they will rub off after a while of wear. And this one costs a little bit more because it's got the Duracoat. It just means that the finish will not rub off as quickly as the others. And then we've got a semi-frosted silver lined light topaz. So you've got all of these really warm, like apple pie spices. Like you've got your cloves and your cinnamon, your nutmeg and your ginger, and all these other ones, and then your apples all together. And then we've got some green apples over here in our 2-hole Beads of the Month clubs. So let's pull these up and we'll take a look at them. This is a Parpuka bead. They are the Ice Slushy Purple Grape Samos Parpuka. And these have 2 holes running through the short side of this oval. So it's an oval shape. It's basically like a cabochon because it's flat on one side. And then it's got these holes that go parallel through it like that. I immediately know what I want to do with these, by the way. I am going to be doing a design, probably a bracelet design with these, and some of these seed beads. So that's going to be a really fun way for us to use these Samos. And then we've got these Silk Violet. Actually, let me just put them on the thing and bring it closer instead of the whole tray. Here we go. That way you can see the holes and the way that they run. And we'll bring it up closer like this so you can get more detail on this. So these are Silk Violet Laser Web Honeycomb pieces, and there's about 30 of these. The Samos were 6.5 grams. So you've got 30 of these all together. They are a really fun hexagonal shape. And then we've got our piggies. And the piggy beads are like a cup button, and they have 2 holes that are offset. You've got one hole that is right there in the center, and then another hole that is over on the side. And one of the really fun things to do with piggy beads is to stack them with the opposite hole going through whatever strand you're on when you're stringing them. So they get offset and make this little funky, go in some funky directions. No, that's the wrong way. Let's do it this way. I'm just going to do this real quick. Oh no, that's the same. Turn it around, Bex. There we go. This is difficult to do because these keep rotating and turning. Might be a little bit easier with, yeah, there we go, like that. So they go like that. The color for these is opaque green luster for these piggy beads. They are 100% green apples to me. And there are 30 of these. And the number here is in a single subscription. So just double that if you get the double subscription for that month. And then we've got our 12mm jet vitriol pyramid beads. There are 5 of these. They're this dark jet color, and then they have this vitriol on the raised side. They're square beads that have the 2 holes running parallel to 2 of the sides, and then the raised up triangle thing on the front. They are super fun. And they make really great sliders in 2-strand bracelets, and so do these carrier beads. They are these ellipses shaped, and this is full vitriol. This only has vitriol on the pointy side. This one is vitriol all the way around for these ones. And the carrier beads, again, make really great sliders in 2-strand bracelets. Or, and this is something fun that I have done before, Jill Wiseman actually teaches a little class. She has a thing where you can do a peyote design to make like a cover over your carrier bead, and then have that be the bead that you string. So that's kind of a really fun thing to do with that. And then we've got some orange and jet laser target coins, and there's 5 of these in the single subscription. And these are really fun to do some cool things with. In fact, the bracelet I'm wearing here, this has a 2-hole carrier bead that I made. I think I made this one with a previous Adornable Elements Beads of the Month Club. This was one where my rotating one landed on the fire polish beads. So I was able to incorporate them in this 2-hole design, our two-strand design. This was something that I made during one of my bracelet bashes. I will put a link to this in the description so that if you would like to see how I made this, you can. You see, that's another fun thing that you can do with these tool beads. Alright, in fact, something like this would be entirely appropriate and possible using, instead of these gem duos, these super duos, and maybe some black beads. That would be really cool, I think. Just an idea. I'm already having ideas. Alright, speaking of super duos, that is, I'm going to just pull this up closer. Super duos. These are opaque orange luster super duos, and you get 12.5 grams of them. There were so many, I couldn't fit them all on the tray. And so I've got now 25 grams of these orange super duos. So I am not lacking for orange super duos at all. I will have enough to do any project that I need. Alright, and then last is opaque green silky beads. And silky beads are a square-shaped bead, but the hole goes through the pointy sides, or they go like this on the square. And some silky beads are flat on both sides. These silky beads have a raised bump on the other side. So they have a right side and a wrong side, or, you know, depending on how you do that. And there are 20 pieces in this, so I now have 40 of them. Silkies are a lot of fun to play around with, actually. So that is my 3 subscriptions for that. Let's find out what's in the companion pack, the findings pack. I haven't opened this up yet, so this will be a lot of fun. Looks like we've got some head pins. Oop, that's fantastic because, you know, antique copper head pins. I actually had run out of antique copper head pins and had to order some. I wish I had opened this up before I ordered some because I was like, you know what, I need more of these. Alright, so we've got a pendant slide. There's 2 of them. Is that what this is? Yes. There are 2 of them. They're 13.5 millimeter. And it looks like something that you would be able to put on like a beaded rope and hang a pendant from. So that's really useful, especially if you wanted to hang a pendant from maybe a kumihimo rope. Was it last month or the month before? I did a kumihimo video with some of the beads that I'd gotten in the 11 Seed Beads. I did like a whole gradient of that. And if you did that as a necklace, you could slide this on that rope and hang a pendant from that. That is a really good idea. Alright, and then we've got some fishhook, shield, and back. There's 1 pair. I think those are in this one. There they are. Ooh, look at that. There's 2 of these. Do you see what I mean about like really unique findings? So you've got 2 of those. And then we've got some 8 millimeter, oh, there's the earring backs that go with them. Twisted jump rings. These are fun. They add a lot of interest in a design. To have that texture. And then we've got a 25 millimeter textured. It says it's a round link, but this feels more ovally. We've got a hole here on both ends. You could probably have something in the middle of that as well. That would make such a great center, maybe, for a bracelet. I don't know. I'll figure stuff out later. And then we've got a heart toggle clasp. Let me flip over that heart. So one side is smooth and the other side is textured. And the toggle part has a couple little bumps right there. So you've got those. And then we've got a 6-loop open flower drop. Oh, and there's 2 of these. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually count 7 loops because there's a little hole right there in the center as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe? Or are they counting the top? I don't know. So we've got those, and then this is interesting. It's an acrylic bead jar set. So what could we put in here? There's a little stopper on here and an eye pin. So we could put some beads or something funky in there and then close it up and then make a little loop on the other end, and we'd have a little focal. That's actually kind of cool, honestly. Maybe some seed beads. Maybe we can put some of those in there. That is, that's a very individual kind of finding. This is what I mean when I said usually there'll be like some normal findings that you expect in a findings pack, like some cool ear wires, maybe some jump rings and some head pins. But then you get this. This is like out of left field, and I think it is so cool. But yeah, in my opinion, the Findings Companion Pack is definitely worth it to subscribe to. Alright, so there we have it. These are the October beads of the month, seed beads, beads of the month, and 2-hole beads. And I've got double, I'm so happy, and the Findings Companion Pack. You know what? I had, when I signed up initially, I got some of these Preciosa bicones as a gift. And they go perfectly with this, so I might be using them in this as well. But yeah, if you sign up anytime in September, or sorry, in October, because that's what month this is, you would get these beads. I know sometimes with the bead subscriptions, if you sign up after the bead subscriptions have gone out to everybody, then you get the next month's beads, but that's not how they work that here. Anytime in October, it could be like October 30th. If you sign up, they're going to give you October's beads. And if you use the coupon code that I will have in the description below when you sign up, they will know that you want to get the same beads that I do when you sign up for the seed bead or the 2-hole bead subscription. We will be all synchronized up and we'll get the same things. But if you're not a subscriber and you see any of these beads and you think, oh, I really need to have some of those orange beads or maybe some of these Parpuka beads, you can email them. And I will put their contact info also in the description below. You can email them and say, hey, I saw these beads on Becky's unboxing and I was wondering if you have any extras, and they are happy to sell those to you. So you don't have to be a subscriber for that. They have some special treats, trick or treat, that are upcoming near the end of the month for subscribers only. I can't give you more details, but now would be a good time to subscribe if you are not subscribed already, just for some of those extras, those thank yous that they provide or that they give to their subscribers at the end of the month. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up. I am going to get it packed away in this photo case. This is how I like to organize beads that already come sorted like that. I like to be able to have them all together in a visible case that stacks nicely on my shelf. So I'm going to get these packed away, put in here, and then I'm going to figure out some things that I can make with these 2-hole beads so we can have a month of 2-hole bead celebrations. Anyway, I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Please go check out Adornable Elements. I mean, there's a lot of other bonuses that you get as a subscriber, like they have an entire section of free patterns that rotates every month that are just for the subscribers as well. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic week. Happy beading!